He makes fun of Kevin Max and goes, ugh.
Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Tank Talks.
My name's Keith.
And my name is Brandon. Today we're doing something pretty cool.
Yeah.
Keith, we're discussing music.
We've done that more in recent memory than we have before.
I think that was our plan, is we just wanted to get enough subscribers where we could discuss music.
Yeah, that was it.
To announce our new band, I don't know. Didn't think enough of my fake band.
Crispy Biscuits is what we're going to be, everybody. Welcome to our new band. We play, Swedish folk punk.
It would be a pretty cool band.
That's not true.
Today,
but we would like to copyright Crispy Biscuits, so you can't have that.
I think we've done that. We have like a whole list of like band names and T-shirts that we have just ready to go.
We definitely do.
If you need T-shirts or band names,
I think Crispy Biscuits is going to be a T-shirt in our T-shirt store. Also, if you'd like a Taint Media Network T-shirt, be sure to go to shop.spreadshirt.com/taintmedianetwork.
So what we're doing today is Keith and I are both people who we enjoy a good, nice glass of music.
We do, a nice tune.
Music has always been a big part of our lives. Not with those annoying people that's like, music is my life.
Yeah,
but more of
I've
just,
never said that.
We enjoy good music. We enjoy sharing good music. We have so many similar bands that we grew up listening to. Mm-hmm. The Hives, House of Heroes.
Yep.
And it kind of got to a point to where our music, there's some bands we love, but there's also some bands that are just very on different sides.
Yeah, there's a point like Robert Frost where two paths diverged in a wood, and one of us went one way and one of us went another way in some aspects. But also, of course you're correct. We share interests.
So typically, like for us, if Keith's in my car or if I'm in his car, whoever's controlling the station, I would probably say on average half the songs were like, I like this, and the other half were like, how far away is the restaurant?
Yeah.
And so it made me want to sit down and kind of just make a playlist of what we were currently listening to and kind of see what we think of each other's. And as a disclaimer, this is not our top 10 favorite songs of all time.
Absolutely is not.
It is just us spending a couple of days and realizing what are we listening to and making a list.
Yeah.
So before you take away that we are saying these are our top 10 songs,
of course,
it's not. Just kind of this point right now, past couple of weeks, what have we been listening to?
What are some of the 10 songs that are likely to be heard in our car on like this week, right?
So the songs I have, we both chose 10. I've got Prodigal by Kevin Max, Gold by The Last Bison, Bethlehem, West Virginia by Me Without You, Black Dagger by The Pink Spiders, Hard Times by Paramore, Stuck in the Middle with You by Steelers Will, Mountaintop by Reliant K, Older and Taller by Regina Spektor, and Sit Next to Me by Foster the People, and Forest by Matthew Thiessen and the Earthquakes.
On mine, I use multiple songs from the same artist. I did, I think 2 from one guy and 3 from another band. But my playlist is as follows: Uptown Girl by Billy Joel, On My Way from the hit Disney film Brother Bear by Phil Collins, Far Kingdom by the Great Havens, Farther Along by Josh Garrels, Ulysses by Josh Garrels, Wedding Dress by Derek Webb, Three Birds in Babylon, The Great Havens, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Johnny Cash's version of that, Ghost of a King, The Great Havens, and Heaven's Knife, Josh Garrels. So actually I had 3 Josh Garrels and 3 Great Havens on there.
So I think a pretty solid lineup, a little diversity.
Yeah, I think I don't want to call it a problem, but I just don't have a lot of variety right now. I have like kind of these same couple people that I don't listen to, but I wanted to stick true to the thing, so I gave you what I listen to now.
So I guess on number 1, thoughts going into it.
Yeah.
I think my thoughts going into it was I was like, it's not going to be a lot of electric, and I know one thing I've noticed is a lot of times you'll get into just one album. So I was like, realistically, there could be 10 songs from the same album on here. Maybe just a George Ezra playlist.
Oh man, I didn't put any George Ezra on there, but I listened to a lot of. Dang it, Brandon! I completely forgot about him. Whoops. Yeah, you should have been on there. I like George Ezra a lot.
Your thoughts going into it?
My thoughts going into it were, I expected kind of a Kevin Max type situation. I mean, I don't listen to him myself, but I expected, something like him to come on there. He also surprised me a few times, but I expected some punkiness, a little bit of angst to be in there. But I will say that you dashed a lot of my expectations for you.
So I guess number 1, least favorite song
Your least
you came across on there.
You like me to tell you want me to tell you what you?
Yeah, you can start with that. What was your least favorite and why?
Okay, my least favorite song was the Kevin Max one. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, I did not enjoy. I mean, it's a song.
Is it because you said wizard?
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with any of the lyrics. It's just I've never, and I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I've just never really liked Kevin Max. Mm-hmm. I think his voice, he always has this weird distortion to his voice. Like I know that Kevin Max probably doesn't sound the way that he does on an album when he talks. There's something about his voice I just don't care for. That it's like kind of droning and this weird kind of hum to it.
Dr. Cersei, our friend from CSU, somewhere is smiling because he used to always say, he makes fun of Kevin Max and goes,
yeah. And that's kind of what it sounds. He just has this kind of odd, weird timbre to his voice. And I'd never, and the only reason I didn't like that song is just because of Kevin Max's voice.
Now, would you say that was by far like your least favorite, or was there one other one you were like, which one's the least?
I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but yeah, Kevin Max's voice is enough to push that below everything else by far. Yeah, there's no other song on here that I would skip, but I would skip Prodigal just because of Kevin Max's voice. I'm sorry.
I think that I would have to respond with saying I had an equal hatred for On My Way by Phil Collins. What it is about Phil Collins, I've just always felt the same way. If I hear him, I'm automatically skipping it.
He does have a very interesting, quality to his voice too. It's hard to replicate. He doesn't have just a normal voice.
And I think that when you combine it with, because this was from Brother Bear, which I'm assuming is a Disney film.
It is.
And I think that with those songs, you either love them or you just hate.
Yeah.
Like,
do you have any nostalgia for that film at all?
Never saw it. Okay. I feel like after listening to that song, I would root for the hunters or whoever the villain is in the.
Well, it's interesting because that song just based on its own merits is not enough to make me listen to it over and over again. But Bryce and I, bearded brothers, if you watch Tank Media Games or whatever, my brother Bryce, we watched that movie so many times that we were streaming one morning and he started singing like, "Tell everybody I'm on my way." And I listened to that song in my car probably 600 times in the next week, just because it got stuck in my head. Mm-hmm. So that song is only on there because psychologically it was stuck. And I felt like I couldn't not give it to you. I do love that song. New friends and new places to see.
I guess moving on.
Yep.
Favorite song off of there.
Oh, goodness.
I can answer if you need me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that it's a really close tie between Farther Along by Josh Garrels.
I like that one. That's a good one.
And Three Birds in Babylon by the Grey Havens.
Would not have expected that second one. Mm-hmm. But I would say probably Farther Along is one of my favorites on there.
And I think that those were just the two that I went back and forth with, where I'm like, I like them for different reasons. And I think that was pretty cool too, that it wasn't just, they both sound similar. Yeah. But yeah, I really like those.
Right? Mm-hmm. They sound very different. I approve of that choice. Uh-huh. I think my favorite song from your playlist might be Forest by Matthew Thiessen and the Earthquakes. I like that. I just like what they're talking about. I like the way the song sounds.
Yeah.
I like that he's talking about Robin Hood. That's pretty cool. But I would say it's probably close between that one and, I enjoyed them all.
Uh-huh.
Stuck in the Middle with You is just held a dear place in my heart just because of that scene in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
It's a very good sounding song. I like it a lot. I'm going to have to say Forest by Matthew Thiessen and the Earthquakes. That was my favorite one.
It's interesting. Are there any particular songs that you're wondering about my opinion for, or do you want us to move to the final question?
Let me remember what I got on there. What have we got? We got, let's see. Tell me what you thought about the content of the songs, I guess. What did you think of, the messages of these tunes? Did you identify with any of them? Do you find... Because I think a lot of the music I listen to, I wanted to say something, and I wanted to say something meaningful, and I wanted to say something that's, even possibly challenging.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and not that yours didn't do that, just that's usually one of the factors that I look for in music. So did you find that you enjoyed any of these messages?
I think, similarly, I think some of the ones on there are kind of because Black Dagger by the Pink Spiders.
Sure.
There's nothing about that song that I'm like, oh man, that speaks to me.
Right, of course.
But that's something that was evident because I try to do the same thing for most of my, if this was a list of top 10 bands, a lot of the songs would just be messages you have to pull apart and all. I think it was a lot of stuff that was challenging, and I like when there's a song I like to go dissect it with the lyrics.
Sure. And
I found myself with a couple of them, wanting to dissect them. Like I know on the Derek Webb, the wedding dress, I dissected it. And I know that's a pretty big thing out there about is it good or bad? But I felt like the words he used in that song, I felt like they meant something to the song and they had a purpose.
Sure.
So I think there's really no song on here except for On My Way.
Yeah.
But I did like the mixture too, to where you had these deep thoughts of oh, what is life? Or am I fake? Then Uptown Girl kicks in.
Right.
So I thought it kind of felt like a concert where you have a good mixture of playful songs.
Quite a jamboree on there. Yeah, I was interested to see what you thought about Wedding Dress, because I feel like out of all those, that song probably describes mostly what I like to hear in music nowadays.
Yeah.
Give me an acoustic guitar and a lot of words. But yeah, cool, very cool.
How'd you feel about Bethlehem, West Virginia, By Me Without You?
I did not ever get the chance to. I wanted to look up the lyrics before the episode because I didn't know exactly what he was saying. I still don't, but I always love to hear. I forget his name.
Aaron Wise.
Love to hear him sing. Love to hear things he's written down with Me Without You, because they're very odd, they're very strange, and they're just
It was funny because leading up to this, when we were talking about it, you made the comment where you were like, "There's one song I hate. The song I hated the most. I just don't care for the artist." And I started going through here, and I was like, if you look up the Pink Spiders, they're just pretty stupid people.
No, yeah.
And I was like, there's Paramore on there, and I was like, there's a lot of bands on here that Keith could just be like, I don't like that they say that.
The only Kevin Max's voice got me.
So I guess the takeaway from it, do you see yourself possibly adding a couple of these? Do you feel it was?
Yeah, man. I've heard I've heard Paramore's Hard Times. I've heard. We didn't even go through Did we go through yours?
At the beginning, I went through.
You said what yours, and I said mine. Okay, yeah, sorry. I definitely enjoyed Hard Times. Black Dagger, like you said, I feel like it could be a guilty pleasure. It's just a fun, funky song. I'm definitely adding Hard Times. That was just fun. Sit Next to Me is one I've heard on the radio, and that's just it's a good going to work song that'll wake you up. I don't know if I'll add Regina Spektor on there. I know we've had problems with her in the past. I've matured in my opinions on Regina Spektor. Now I kind of just see her as female-led Me Without You in some ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I already had Forest on my stuff. I had been listening to that a little bit. Gold I had already by Last Bison. So yeah, I would say a solid 50% to 60% of your playlist is going to go into its full rotation.
I think that's the same way, and like I said, I was very surprised because just going into it, I was I'm thinking, this is just going to be very slow. I'm like, what is God? What is time? For yours, it's going to be there's a lot of songs where it's just, what are they saying? Or why are they trying to be weird about it?
Is that what you think of me? That's what you thought was I'm worried about this music because it's going to be oh, what is God? What is time? I'm not offended, but I think it's interesting that that's what you think of me. I'm okay with that because that's a lot of who I am. What is God? What is time? What is air?
What is air and what is tank drink?
Woo! What a segue, baby!
Today we have Hershey's Chocolate Latte, made by Forto Coffee Shop.
Yeah, Bryce is going to get a double shouted out today because Bryce actually, gave us. He bought these drinks for us. He wanted us to try them.
What's cool about these is that it seems like you can either say, hey, I bought some Forto, or you can say, no, I stopped by my local coffee shop and got a camera bottle.
Yeah.
You know those, the film bottle used to come in? I got a film canister full of some liquid.
Right, I'm going to shake this up for some reason.
Are you supposed to shake it up?
I don't know. It doesn't say shake well, but I feel like we should. It's something small like that, I feel like we should.
Best by August 31st.
Okay, we're good to go. Time to pop the top. Oh gosh, be careful with it. It might spew.
Point towards the phone.
Oh, baby.
Ooh, looks like chocolate milk in there.
Oh, no! I spilled. Oh, it's on my hand.
It smells like I melted.
Oh, my goodness.
Hershey's bar.
I'm going to clank that together and do a little drink.
Well, yep. That's a lot of... About 12 different flavors.
That's a lot of coffee.
Let me run through the gauntlet of flavors when you take a sip.
There's chocolate. Coffee.
Cough syrup.
Cough syrup.
Coffee.
Give me a break.
Then like a dark chocolate flavor.
Yeah, it's definitely Hershey. Got some Hershey's in there.
There's definitely like a bitter like cough syrup taste to it.
I think it's because coffee's bitter. Could that be it?
So if you like cough syrup or coffee,
yeah,
you're gonna like this.
Thanks everybody for watching this video. This has been Forto Coffee Shot. My name's Keith. This is Brandon. We enjoy music. Be sure to check out any of those tunes we mentioned in the video. As well, tell us your top 10 songs. What are you listening to right now? Leave a comment of the 10 songs you're listening to most right now. And we'll evaluate those, and I'll respond to you in the comments. But in the meantime, Brandon, you got anything else for these musical babies?
No.
Okay, well then just remember that we love you very much.